Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see the Seattle Supersonics and the Toronto Raptors. And now the opening lineup for Seattle. Marc Gasol is out there with Johnson. And it's Nowitzki in at the point guard position. Left side, Johnson. From 20 feet. Jump shot is good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Picked by Gobert. Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
About a minute played here so far in the first. That is Nowitzki missing.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Nash passes to Ewing. Here's Bird. Rebounded by Pippen.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Nowitzki. 6 to shoot. He shoots. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
That's why you have to think twice before sending a double team at someone.
Out left to the wing. Here's Nash. Hits a three-pointer. Nash has got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Eden. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, the long arms. It's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Bird. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's McHale. From deep. Gasol grabs the board.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for the Supersonics, Marquez Johnson. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both. The Raptors with a lead. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And the basket is good. Nash has got 7. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Supersonics. Pass to Pippen. The kick out to Johnson. The teardrop. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Timeout called, the Supersonics.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Great work from your north side.
4 on the clock. Nowitzki, that one's good.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. Pass to Ewing. Here's Bird. And Gasol with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
I got yours. I got yours.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nash. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Nowitzki. And the shot goes. Nowitzki's got 6.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Over to the left wing. Nash. No good with the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Pippen. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Lets it fly. And it's Nowitzki missing. McHale, pass to Nash. Fires the 3. Gasol grabs the board. The Supersonics with a lead. Pass to Nowitzki. Now here's Johnson. He's closely guarded. Gasol misses. Here's Nash. He has 7. The 15-footer is good. He's got 9.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Pass to Nowitzki. From 11 feet away, and that's off the glass and in.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Nash. 9 points in the game. Gobert. It's hauled in by Eaton. Here's Pippen. Pass to Nowitzki. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Raptors trail by 3. Here's Ewing. Here's Nash. Picked by Gobert. For 3. And the basket by Nash. Nash has got 12.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Pass to Bird. 3-pointer. It's deflected. Here's Nowitzki. He's got 10. Poke loose. Here's Nash. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far. Nash has got most of his shots to fall. He's 6 of 9. Here's Nowitzki. From downtown, nails it from beyond the arc. 13 points in the game.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Ewing. No points so far. Pass to Gobert. Here's McHale. Clock at 4. Out to the right wing. Puts it up. Nash misses. Here's Nowitzki. Here's Pippen. And that's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Seattle. Frazier comes in for Johnson. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. They grab their own miss. Here's Nowitzki. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
Oladipo outside. Back to Thomas. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Toronto shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
At the line for your Raptors, Isaiah Thomas. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Thomas. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. And out of bounds, the Supersonics will take it.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Frazier. Pass to Eden. And there's a pick. Down low. Frazier with the bucket.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Raptors trail by 3. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Supersonic substitution. Miles Turner, Bernard King, Drazen Petrovic.
Thomas outside. Driving in. Here's Brand. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Here's Frazier. Pass to Turner. No good off the glass. Toronto trailing. Here's Lucas. Still without a bucket.
Frazier. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
They set the pick. Now here's Thomas. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Oladipo. They get the rebound. Back to Thomas. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Raptors lead by 1. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
There's a screen by Turner. Here's King. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Here's Ewing. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
Seattle trails. Pass to Petrovic. Here's Frazier. Thomas defends. Petrovic. No good on the three.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the middle. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Thomas has got 6.
Sometimes people forget about Oladipo's passing ability. That was a great dime from him right there.
Here's Frazier. Sabonis with a screen on Thomas. Tipped. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Pass to Ewing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Oladipo. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Inside. And that one's good. Brand's gotten his second bucket.
Not the most effective pick, but he salvages the play with a terrific move.
Here's Petrovic. He's guarded by Oladipo. Petrovic passes to Frazier. Shot to stop the run. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Now, so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Seattle trails by 6. So on the floor for Seattle, they've got Johnson. He's out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Nowitzki in at the point. Here's Nash. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Toronto shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him.
At the line for your Raptors.
Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Gasol. Yet to see a basket. To the inside, Nowitzki. And a nice finish on the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Toronto leading by 6. Pass to Lucas. Here's Nash. Lets it go from deep. And Lucas gets it to go. Lucas has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Nowitzki. Book it. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Nash misses. Seattle trails by 7. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Toronto grabs a miss. Here's Bird. Still no points. Pass to McHale. Here's Bird, covered by Johnson. Here's Nash. A shot from the mid-range. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. Nowitzki.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Steve Nash, shooting one.
One shot.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Gasol. Here's Pippen. Here's Nowitzki. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Nash. He's got 19. 3 on the clock. And another basket for Toronto.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Raptors lead by 10. Stripped it away. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's a screen from deep three-point land. Seattle pulls it in. Here's Nowitzki. 21 points in the game. Now here's Gasol. It's hauled in by Nash. Pass to Bird. Here's Nash. Got a piece of it. Johnson on the wing. Takes it inside. Blocked. Here's Bird. Here's Nash. On target from range. Nash has got 10 points in the quarter.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And Seattle calls time here.
All right, then, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Seattle trails by 13. Pass to Pippen. And he lobs it up to the rim. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Raptors lead by 13. Here's Bird. No made baskets yet. Here's Nash. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And good whistle there.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
At the line for 2, Steve Nash.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. Seattle trails by 14. Nowitzki, pass to Pippen. Here's Nowitzki. He's got 21. The fadeaway. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Nowitzki's got 23.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Bird. Here's Lucas. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Davis, he's checked in for Toronto.
Number 1, Davis.
Pass to Bird. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Goes back up. It's hauled in by Eaton. Eaton's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Pippen. Checked by Davis. That one goes in.
Ooh, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for Toronto. It's good from about 19 feet. Davis has got his first bucket in this one. Seattle trails by 12. Here's Pippen. Pass to Eden. Outside Johnson. Gasol with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Pippen. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Pippen's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Ooh, poked away. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
14 foul. At the line for your Raptors, Steve Nash. Shoot out.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Nowitzki. 23 points in the game. Pass to Gasol. Here's Eaton. To the paint. Here's Johnson. And it's Bird with a rebound.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Outside Davis. Here's Nash. It's tipped. Here's Nowitzki. Down low. Oh, deflected. Pass to Pippen. Clock at 6. And he drives in. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Davis with it. Seattle pulls it in. And there's the lob. Out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Seattle. Frazier comes in for Gasol. Raptors lead by 7. Here's Nash. He's got 27. Pass to Bird. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Pippen. Right side Johnson. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Nash. Here's Bird. Covered by Johnson. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And it's Seattle with the ball. Timeout called, the Supersonics.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Toronto making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Now Turner hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Frazier. Up top Turner. 4 on the clock. Had the space there, but it's offline.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Nash. Lets a floater go. Sabonis with some nice D. Seattle trails by 9. Here's King. Pass to Frazier. To the wing on the left. Fader on the way. And Sabonis gets it to go. Sabonis has got his first basket.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
Here's Nash. Over to the wing. Outside Davis. Here's the three. Nash misses.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Nash. He's got 27 inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And the Raptors making a change here.
Substitution for your Raptors.
Here's Seattle. They're on a 15-6 run. And 1:01 left in the second. Frazier, the pass to Turner. Pass to McHale. Here's Nash. Here's Ewing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bird from 17. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Bird's got 4 points in the quarter. Seattle trails by 7. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, got that one up quick.
Petrovic. 3 points.
Petrovic has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Here's Bird. Pass to Nash. Takes a 3. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Toronto out in front, up 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
47. Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans. Half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Seattle trails by 4. They've got Rudy Gobert, and it's Nash in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Bird. Pass to Nash. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. This will make 5 trips to the line for him tonight.
And he's just simply been in the zone at the free throw line all night.
Steve Nash taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Good on both. Here's Pippen. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Pippen. And here's Gasol. 5 on the clock. Gasol, the screen. Beyond the arc. That one is off. Toronto leading by 4. Nash passes to Bird. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Pass to Nash. Floats one, and he comes up with a bucket. Nash has got 4 points this quarter. Seattle trails by 6. Now here's Gasol. And it's Ewing with a rebound. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Steps back and fires. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Pippen's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Nowitzki. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Seattle making a switch here. Frazier's checked in. Boy, he's been knocking down the free throws tonight. He's 8 of 9. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Frazier. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. A good look from Johnson, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Johnson's got 6.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. He's got burned on that one.
Here's Gobert, and Gobert flushes it home.
You're best to get out of Gobert's way. You don't want to be on the wrong end of that tug.
And stolen by Gobert. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Nash. 33 points for him. Pass to Ewing. Shot clock at 2. Fades back. It's hauled in by Eaton. Eaton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Johnson passes to Frazier. To the middle. Here's Eaton. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Bird passes to McHale. Here's Nash to the inside.
You could stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands helped alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Bird. They set the screen. The three connects from downtown. Bird's got 7.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Here's Frazier. Pass to Pippen. Gasol the screen. Pippen pass to Gasol. And they pick up 2.
That's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
Here's Bird. Pulls up. Rebounded by Frazier. Pass to Gasol. Here's Pippen. 7 points in the game. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by McHale. McHale's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Nash. Covered by Johnson. And the basket by Nash. Nash has got 35 in the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Eaton. Gasol inside. Rebound by the Raptors. Ewing's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Nash. Give him 35. Inside.
Seattle foul. Mark Eaton.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Davis, he's checked in for Toronto.
Number 1, Baron Davis.
Here's McHale. He's scoreless. Outside for Davis. Cans it from the wing.
Textbook bounce pass there. Perfectly timed.
Seattle trails by 9. Right side Johnson. And the 10-footer finds the target. Johnson's got 6 points in the quarter. And here are the Raptors now. They've led by as many as 14. Pass to McHale. To the left side wing. Shoots. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
There's something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Good on the second one. Davis with it. There's a screen. Pass to Nash. Jacks up a 3. Seattle pulls it in.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Gasol passes to Frazier. Here's Eaton. And he makes it. Eaton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Nash. Give him 35. Here's Bird. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. So Seattle going with almost an entirely new group here. Pass to King. To the middle. Here's Turner. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
And that bump not throwing Turner off. Great concentration by the big man.
Oladipo finds Davis. miss layup.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Oladipo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Seattle shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
For the Supersonics, Walt Frazier. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Wing shot on the way. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 11 points. Seattle trails by 5. Pass to King. Down low. Here's Turner. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Turner's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And shots like this give Turner a confidence boost, feeling like he can score on anyone down there.
Now Gobert. He's guarded by Sabonis. Here's Bird. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. Pass to King. There's a screen by Turner. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Seattle shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
13 fouls. Shooting for Seattle, Bernard King, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Raptors with a lead. Pass to Brand. Gobert with a screen on Turner. To the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
And just so mobile at his size. Once Gobert sets the screen, he rolls hard to the right spot.
Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Oladipo. To the right side. Pass to Frazier. Turner, a screen on Oladipo. 5 to shoot. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Oladipo, the pass to Brand. Here's Lucas. Here's Brand. Here's Oladipo. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Petrovic. Check by Davis. Down low. Deflects the pass. Pass to Brand. Oladipo outside. The shot, no good. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. They trail by 1. Here's Lucas.
Who's watching here?
Now Gobert. Brand passes to Oladipo. Picked by Gobert. Now here's Oladipo. Started closely. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Seattle trails by 3. 1:07 left in the 3rd quarter. Sabonis with a screen on Oladipo. And Sabonis slams it in.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
The shot. The rebound by Turner. Here's Frazier. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Frazier. He's guarded by Oladipo. Here's Frazier for the lead. And that's 2 points on the layup. Frazier's got 5. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Now here's Oladipo. Tight defense on him. And the shot goes down. Oladipo's got his first 2 points. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Toronto out in front, leading by a point. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Seattle, we've got Miles Turner, also Johnson out there, and it's Sabonis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Nash passes to Ewing. Rejected by Sabonis. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Johnson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First team foul. At the line for the Supersonics, Marquez Johnson. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And the second free throw is good.
He was able to tie it up, but he has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Here's Bird. Pass to McHale. Here's Nash. Oh, they pick off the pass. Johnson inside. Pippen, the pass to Johnson. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for Seattle, Marquez Johnson. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Toronto trailing. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Nash. Six to shoot. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Nash has got 37.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Petrovic. It's rebounded by McHale. McHale's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Pass to Nash. 3-pointer. Nails it from 3. Nash has got 40 points.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Outside Johnson. Here's Pippen. Throws it up high. Here's Bird. Here's Lucas. Turner covers. They swipe it. On the break. And that one is hammered home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And it's Bird missing. Seattle trails. Here's Johnson. Baseline jumper right on the money. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Pass to Bird. Here's Lucas. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Raptors lead by 2.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Man, that's just tough because that would have tied up the score. It's a tough one to swallow here in the 4th.
Miles Turner. That's his 1st personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Steve Nash. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Seattle trails by 4. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Here's Johnson, and no good, trying to use the glass. McHale, pass to Bird. Here's Lucas. Shoots from 14, and he gets the jumper to drop. Lucas has got 5 points in the quarter. Seattle on offense. Here's Pippen. Pass to Petrovic. Now Johnson to the middle. Looking to end the run. From the arc. Petrovic shot is off.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Here's Nash.
Supersonics foul.
Toronto making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Seattle making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Nash. Clock at 6. Rebounded by Frazier. Seattle trails by 6. Here's Johnson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Free throw drops for Johnson. And Toronto has possession. They've led by as many as 14. Bird passes to Nash.
Seattle foul.
King, he's checked in for Johnson.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul. Supersonic substitution. Number 30, Bernard King. Seattle foul. Bernard King. That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
On defense, the Supersonics. It's a three-point game. Pass to Nash. 6 on the shot clock. And again, Toronto, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pippen, pass to Frazier. Shoots it from the high post. Rebound, Toronto. McHale's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Bird. Drills it from deep. And the Raptors lead by 6.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Gasol, the screen. Here's Frazier. Pass to Gasol. Goes up at the elbow. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Bird missing. Seattle trails by 6. Here's Frazier. Oh, a beautiful first layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Frazier's gotten 3 of his 5 to go tonight. Here's Bird. A deep 3. Gasol grabs the board. Gasol's got 7 rebounds in the game. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Bird passes to McHale. Here's Nash. Picked by Gobert. Here's Nash. Checked by Gasol. And the basket by Nash. Nash has got 44. Seattle trails by 4. Pass to Gasol. And that's out of bounds. Seattle will retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Seattle.
Supersonic substitution. Number 8, Marquez Johnson.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Gasol passes to Eaton. Here's Frazier. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ewing passes to Bird. Here's Ewing. Checked by Gasol. Pass to McHale. Now here's Gobert. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Ewing, no good. Seattle trails by 4. Pippen, pass to Frazier. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Here's Nash. Here's the pick. Pass to McHale. To the inside. Here's Bird. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 6-point Raptor lead.
Now, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
Outside Johnson. Right wing. Here's Pippen. Offline with a 3. Pass to Bird. Seattle pulls it in. Johnson passes to Frazier. Down low. Here's Gasol. Off the window. It's good.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Hits the trifecta. Nash has got 47 points.
easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And that one's good. Gasol.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth. Here's Nash. To the middle. Here's Ewing. Oh, and Johnson with a block. They recover it. Shot's good by McHale. And there's 1:38 left to play in the fourth quarter. Inside. Here's Gasol. Second chance effort. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And it's Seattle with the ball. They trail by 7. Basket's good. Frazier's got 4 points this quarter.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Nash. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Seattle pulls it in.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
To the paint. Here's Gasol. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
He's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Pass to McHale. 32 seconds left to play in the fourth.
Mark Gasol. That's his first personal foul.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
At the line for your Raptors, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Big free throws right there to make this a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, the Supersonics. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
Let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the Supersonics coach was going over with his guys. He encouraged his guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what coach is looking for.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
That's his first personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And Seattle calls time here. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Attention fans.
.27 seconds left in the game. Pass to Gasol. Outside Johnson. Jacks up a 3. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
At the line for your Raptors, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. Here's Seattle.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Mark Gasol. That's his second personal foul. At the line for your Raptors, Kevin McHale. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. So the Raptors win it. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.